Start rolling tape here.
Um,
You first? Ladies first?
no, I'm here to speak on a panel.
Okay, what's your panel?
It's about.
Well, we're not doing it yet. I'll tell you
Practicing.
when. I'll tell you when to start.
Yeah, it's about.
Hey, everybody. We're here at South by Southwest. I've got Derek here, Derek Powasek. Did I say that right?
Close enough.
How you doing?
Powazik. Good.
Powasek.
Good.
All right. And Heather Armstrong.
Armstrong, yes.
How are you doing today?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. So we're going to talk about what they're here for and what they're doing with their companies and so forth. So I'll start with Heather, who's a pretty well-known blogger. Tell us about how you got started in blogging and what you're doing right now with your blog.
How did I get started? Do you want me to hold it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I was a web designer who dabbled in writing, and actually, yours was one of the first ones I've ever read. Yes, it was. And I thought, I could make my own little space on the internet, and I did so in 2001. A year later, I was fired for the website. And then from there, it's evolved to me chronicling my life as a suburban parent in Salt Lake City.
What was your last blog entry that you did? What today's entry on your blog?
Today's entry, well, it was yesterday. I talked about how I was going to leave my dogs at home and sleep through the night for the first time in 3 months.
How was your trip to Austin?
It was cold when we got here, which was disappointing because this is the worst winter I've ever lived through in Utah. And when we got here, it was colder than it was in Salt Lake City.
And what's on your game plan to see? Who are you going to see? What are you going to do here?
Oh, what am I going to do here? There's going to be a lot of eating and a lot of sleeping and a lot of drinking. I'm going to go ahead and mention that. And I'm speaking on a couple panels, and mostly I just wanted to take a break from life and decompress.
All right, Heather Armstrong and Derek, tell us a bit where you came from and what you're going to be doing here at South by Southwest.
Well, in 1973, two people who loved each other very much had a son. And should I look at you or look at them? I am doing a couple things here. I'm doing a talk tomorrow called Weird Turn Pro, which is about crowdsourcing and projects that put their people in charge of what they're making. I'm here to sit in the audience and ooh and ah at Fray Cafe, which is still going after, I think this is the 8th year, which is really exciting. And I also put together the first annual South by Southwest photo show, which is playing around the corner over there, through Pixish, where participants in South by Southwest could submit photos and the best are on display around the corner.
Tell us your URL.
Which one?
Or URLs.
Well, I guess I'm here.
S with an S on the end.
I'm here officially flogging Pixish, so that would be pixish.com. But my home page is homepage. Homepage. My internet. I don't want to call it a blog. Is powazik.com, which is my last name. Powazek.
That's your tube station, right?
Yeah, that's my stop on the tube. I like that better.
And Heather, what are your URLs?
My URL is
Singular.
DOOCE.com.
DOOCE.com. And tell us some of the topics that you talk about on there. Strictly
Well, what do I
personal,
not
or
talk
do you
about?
talk politics or
Don't like to talk about politics.
Technical
I don't do
stuff.
that very well. I talk mostly about what it's like to be a first-time parent, growing up Mormon and then living in Utah as a non-Mormon, depression, things like. Oh, don't say that. No, dogs. Lots of dogs.
Okay.
So.
All right, now Derek, come in a little closer. I want you to ask her a couple questions, and then she's gonna ask you a couple questions. Okay?
Kinky.
On the spot here.
Oh crap.
Hold the mic a little closer.
I totally will as soon as I think of something to ask her. Well, my Heather's and myself's favorite stories of yours are always the ones where you talk about your tract. Your tract. The poop.
Oh,
So how's your tract?
God. Oh my God, I cannot believe this. I only write about these things. I don't talk about them in person. Boundaries. These are boundaries. That's what I'm talking about on my panel tomorrow.
Tell us about boundaries. What's that going to be about?
Well, when I first started, I was really naive and didn't think that anyone was reading my website. And now, everyone in your life knows about a blog, so you have to be very careful about what you write about, which means that, I can't say any of the honest things I want to say about my husband. I have to, say, no. It's very important to respect the people in your life on your website.
Okay, so that's
now you have to ask Derek.
No, I have a good follow-up though.
Go
so
for the follow-up.
What's the most surprising person in your life to come up and say, "Oh, I know your site," like a.
Oh, we got an email the other day. Oh my gosh, this guy who is a porn star turned born-again Christian was on an airplane from Missoula, Montana to Salt Lake City, and he was sitting next to the son of one of the presidents of the Mormon Church, who knows about my website. And apparently knew me by name and said nothing but nice things about me. And it was very, very, very surprising. And, I didn't sleep for 2 days afterwards.
So both the former porn star
Yes.
turned Christian
And the son of
son
of one of the presidents of the LDS Church.
are talking about.
Me on a plane. Yeah,
How
never.
do you know that?
He sent me an email. The porn star did. Or yeah, he's a porn producer. Something. Yeah.
That's totally understandable.
Yes. So why are you growing a beard?
John.
No.
No. So the beard. There's many reasons for the beard. One is that I needed something to talk about at South by Southwest, and it's kind of more interesting than my startup. No, that's not true. But and that's a good question because I have this photo of my dad and me when I was about, a day old. And he's literally still in the hospital, and he's holding me, and he's got basically an entire circle of hair from curly, I'm sorry, Dad, from curly kind of Eagles, early 70s to this big fat beard. He's like one round hair head, and he's holding the newborn me. And as you know, as you personally know, my wife and I are working on that. Yes. It's good work, and so somehow superstitiously, yeah, and somehow superstitiously, I feel like if I had a big beard, I know, like my dad, then it might help. So that's why I did this, and I haven't been able to shave it. Good question.
Now, your wife, Heather, what's she working on right now?
She works on Flickr.
Flickr. Okay, what's her role?
Oh, my wife is Heather Champ, who is the community director of Flickr, and couldn't be here this time. But
that's too bad.
We actually met here at South by Southwest in 2000. So it's a special place in our.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, great. So, do you have any panels picked out or anything that you're going to attend, or do you not like to attend panels?
I don't know yet. I haven't really done a lot of. My life before this week was so busy that I didn't even have the time to think about South by Southwest until I got here yesterday, and so I'm going to sit down tonight and pick out what I'm going to do.
Now you blog, so what is your schedule when do you write, and how do you get inspiration, and how does that work? What's your work cycle, I guess, is the question.
Every Sunday night I sit down and I say, John, say something funny, and then we just go from there. Really.
Hi, I'm John. I would talk about my colostomy bag, or I don't know, my prosthetic limb, or the kidney transplant I'm thinking about, or the kidneys, right? The kidneys. That'd be seriously. We were watching a show, and someone was like, "Well, I'll give you my kidney," and it was this crazy thing, and I can't remember what it was we were watching, and I said to Heather, I'd give you my kidneys, and then I'd go steal 2 more for you, and so she took that and ran with it.
Deuce.com. How do you think of that name?
Oh, it's just a very stupid story that I don't even like repeating. We're just going to leave it at that.
Leave it at that, okay. How'd you come up with your website name?
Well, Pawazik, is a name I've been cursed with for some time. So I'm just kidding. Pixish, what I'm working on now is PIXISH, and the idea was we want to give photographers and illustrators an opportunity to get published. So we're looking for a word that included photography and illustration, so picture, so PIX is short for picture, and publish, ISH, so Pixish, and it just kind of worked out.
Heather, are you on Twitter?
Yes, I am, but I don't Twitter nearly as much as a lot of people do.
What's your Twitter name?
Deuce.
And your Twitter name? Are you on Twitter?
I am, and it's like most things, it's fraying, Fraying.
Fraying. Okay. How about Delicious? Are you on Delicious?
Oh gosh, no.
What other social networks do you like?
I'm actually not on any of the other social networks. There's there's a lot of. I'm on Flickr. Yeah, Flickr is very important in my life. But other than that, raising a child, it requires so much of my attention that there's just not much time for anything else.
How about you, Derek? What social networks are you on?
I'm on Heather's social network. Deuce is its own universe of socialness.
What do you have circled at this year's SXSW?
I am winging it. I've found, after many years of attending South by Southwest, I've found that making plans is a dangerous thing because they never happen and they just add more stress. So I'm pretty much a leaf in the river here.
That's what we're doing too. We figure if we plan anything, it'll fail.
Yes.
So
But just not happen.
not happen or get delayed or whatever. All right. Well, I've kept you long enough. Thank you, Heather.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Derek. And we've had some great people here, and we'll hope to see you again. Take care. Thank you. Hey, everybody. We're here at South by Southwest on